YouTube, welcome to the channel. I'm Leon, this is Budget Pond Keeping. If you're new or just passing through, please consider clicking the subscribe button, it really helps me out and everybody's welcome. So today what we've got to do, I've got to do a deep clean on the fry tank filter. I do that every few weeks. I'll give it a good clean every week anyway, bubble it up, flush it out. But every couple of weeks I'll give it a really good deep clean. And then after that I've got to start insulating the filter house. So yeah, right then, let's get cracking. I'll be back in a minute. Cheers. Right then guys, today's the day. Every 2 weeks I've been doing this at the minute. Look at all that, bloody hell. That's because I've got air in the bottom, it forces all the bits up to the top. There's that little UV I've got switched off at the moment, obviously, because I don't want to fry my eyeballs out. But yeah, so all I do, these mesh bags are full of like Biohome and alfagrog. I just give them a jiggle in the bucket to clean the outside of the bag. Do the same with my alfagrog, and then when I get down to these like noodle mat thingamajigs, whatever they are, I give them a little bit of a hose down. So, and then the rest of the media I'll just tip a bucket through the top, and then it comes out there and down into waste like so. But I'll show you as I'm doing it. Right, first job, get the UV out. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is not the way to use these UVs, this is just how I'm using it. It's out of an old pressure filter. I like to put this clamp on there to bypass the safety, which won't allow the bulb to ignite while it's out of the unit. So yeah, that's it. Seems to be doing a good job at the moment. The bulb is clean. I know that looks a bit brown or something on camera, but hang on, where can I get it? There you go. Quartz sleeve still clean, bulb fine. So yeah, right. Now I'm going to get all the media out and give it a rinse off. Yeah, so all I do to clean this is, these are some really old bits of Jap matting that I just stick in there for a bit of bio. So all I do, I don't hose these down or anything. I just rinse any like algae or anything, or any fish waste that's managed to make it up that far in the filter, which, you know, it's mainly algae that bubbles up. So yeah, I'd like to do this as quick as possible because I don't want to make the water too long. I might skip past this because you don't want to watch. I'm sure you don't want to watch me cleaning filter media. I mean, what I have done in the past to clean media is I've run water through my dechlorinator and then into a spray gun at the other end. I suppose you could do it with like one of them black vessels or a big blue, because you can run the water through that faster, like. But you know, whether tap water kills much of the bio on your media, I don't know, but I'm not going to test it to find out. That water, look at that already, absolutely rifty. So I might need to get another bucket of fry tank water. I'm not going to go mad anyway. Still want some stuff on there. It's just like I say, the bigger bits, bigger darker bits. Look at that. If you look at that in comparison to that, that's like, ooh, I'm not even on camera here. That's decent Jap matting, or should I say new Jap matting, and that's the old look. Well, looks a bit sad for himself, but yeah. So right, I'm waffling on again now. I can see why everybody loves drums, because you got to get your hands mucky. But I've got to go through this process to sort of learn the ins and outs. Because if I started with a drum from the beginning, I wouldn't have really got my head around filtration, flow rates, different medias, and everything like that. So it's definitely beneficial to, and it's cheaper, ain't it? God, it's a lot cheaper. Rifty. Could do with changing this bucket really, but I'm just getting the heavies out of it. Yeah, and then all I do with these, this has got some oyster shell, alfagrog and bio. I'm not even on bloody camera here. So yeah, got a mixture of media in there, let's say that. All I do with that is 1 or 2 rinses just to clean the bag off. And that's it. That's them done. Ooh. Clean the bag so the water can travel through it. Look at that. Eesh. Nasty. I mean, it don't smell or anything like, but don't look too pleasant. put it that way. Oh, this is the one that's got, it's got bits of oyster shell in there. These little bio gravel from Bonguru, normal bio home. If you can see that through there, so yeah. Right, that's that portion of it done. I'm going to chuck these into this bucket now, and then add some grow on water in there just to keep it immersed, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to go and move on to hosing the noodle pad things down. But before I do that, what we've got in here is the massive bag of alfagrog and pumice. So I won't wash that one. I might give it a little dunk, but it's them noodle pads underneath that I want to hose down. So right, I'm going to move on to that. So yeah, that's that big bag of alfagrog and pumice out. I've got to clean all this up in a minute, put them few bits of alfagrog back in. But yeah, that's them like noodly pad things, and as you can see they're manky. But I'll hose them down with just tap water, and then underneath, I don't know if you can remember, there was all sorts of bottle tops and plastic media, and to clean them all I do is I get a bucket of water from the grow, tip it straight, like really high velocity straight through, and it flushes it all out to waste. But when I'm doing that, I'll set the camera up pointed at that with the bucket underneath, and you see the crud that comes out of it. It's not pleasant. So yeah, I'm going to get these out, hose them down. Right, that's the them noodly pads out, and look at all that bubbling in it with just that air stone on a 4mm line. Does not clean it. It's not efficient. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing the work. I'll just empty it like I've just done, give it a good clean every fortnight, and it seems to be fine. Like, you know, water's alright and everything, so, but it is a lot of work. So next time I build a filter for the fry tank, I'll make it so it's a lot more easy to maintain. So I might go for sort of a DIY easy pod or something, I don't know yet. As long as I can clean it easy, just with a couple of flicks of a switch, I'm happy. So yeah, absolutely manky. Right, let's go and hose this noodle pad down. Right then, these are absolutely filthy. So yeah, all I do to clean these off is get the old hose gun on the go. Hopefully you can see that. Let's have a look on camera. Yeah. This thing's a bloody godsend, I'm telling you. 150 or whatever it was. Happy days. Gives me a bit of good pressure out of my tap. So yeah, do that both sides on all of these. And then I shall crack on to the next lot. And I'll pick you back up in a minute, because I'm sure you don't want to watch this. Cheers. Yeah, I just wanted to add, this clean, which is a deep clean in my eyes, is what I do every fortnight, but this does get boiled up every week, at least once a week, and flushed out, and then I've got a constant trickle in, trickle out, because if I left this for 2 weeks without doing any of those other things, I'd have probably dead fish or sick fish on my hands. So yeah, right, let's get cracking. Right. Now I'm going to flush that media. Now I've finished hosing that stuff down. Hopefully this comes out alright on camera. I just don't want to scoop any fish up with this bucket. Right. Let's see what comes out. This is where 90% of the gap accumulates, like in the bottom section of the filter. Sorry about all this crappy camera work, but yeah, look at that. Absolutely nasty. is not good. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this off camera until we run clear, and then I'm going to load the filter back up. Cheers. Right, that's all flushed out now, running clean. This media's clean enough. Still got bits of green and one on it, but it has had a really good flush. So yeah, so what I'll do now is start loading the media back in, and then I'll get it back on running. Right, that's all the noodle pads in. I took that bit down there, all hosed off and clean. Next we've got to put the big bag of grog and pumice in, and then we'll be back in a sec. That's the first load of biomedia back in. Then the jack mat. Then the couple of bags of oyster shell, biohome and alfagrog, and then the last thing is I've got to whack the UV in and put the weight on top, which is a bit of egg crate and a half an house brick to weigh it all down, and then we're done. But what I do once I switch this back on, because there will be bits in it, it's inevitable, so I'll put a mesh bag over the return for an hour to collect any gack that's returning to the pond, take it off, and jobs are good. And so yeah, right, let's get the UV in and the weight for the top. Cheers. Okay, so that's it now. UV's back in, that's where all the bubbles come up, so there's always a good bit of flow there. And then I took that bit of egg crate under there, whack a brick, half a brick on top, and it keeps everything down. So I'm going to put the bag back on there now, switch it back on and top back up. Cheers. Yeah, I forgot the last few things. I put the smaller gold pan, Garrett gold pan on top like that with the thermometer in it. Then I put my bigger gold pan on top like that, and then I put my first attempt at a bonsai on top of there. It needs rewiring again though, that does, because these are starting to get a bit tall. I want to curl them round a bit, but yeah, for a first attempt it's not bad, I suppose. It's nothing like some of the bonsais I see, which are absolutely amazing like, but yeah. Right, I'll crack on and I'll be back soon. Right, that mesh bag's been on there for about an hour now. Move these buckets, give myself some room. Yeah, so it's not too bad today, but normally after I've done this, it is absolutely full of gack. So yeah, that would have gone back in the water. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'd rather catch it before it goes in. See, there's a bit of that noodle pad, always get a few bits of that, and then all them bits of gack like. So yeah, that's running clean again now. I'll just give this a rinse and that's me done. Trickle in's on, it's running a little bit fast like, but you know, yeah, so once this is topped up I'm done. Happy days. Right, that's that all done now. Cleaned up this area a bit because it was looking really messy, but what I wanted to show you was, right, now you look at them in there. Have you ever tried to PP filter foams? Well, don't, because it just literally disintegrates them. I don't know if you can see that. It took me about bloody 5 days, no I'm exaggerating, but it took me ages to rinse it out to start with, and then I come back to it and it's just literally disintegrated. That was a green foam there, look, see, and it's now black and burnt and manky, so these will all be for the bin. It's a shame, but you know, I did need some new ones. I mean, that one's the worst. The coarse pad, that is literally just going to nothing. Yeah, so PP foams, no. Right then, let's go and crack on with the insulation. Cheers. We've got a bit of sun, wonders never cease. These Polaroids will be a thing of the past soon. I'm going to get one of those little lenses that ANC have got. Little Polaroid lens for the phone. They look pretty good, to be fair. Anything's better than a pair of bloody sunglasses, Polaroid sunglasses anyway. But yeah, these are all happy, still wanting food. So the only problem I've got at the minute is this bit of blanket weed, but I can deal with that, it's no drama. Just topping back up now. Done me vacuum, and I'm going to go and crack on. Right, how's it going, guys? I just took my mum shopping, and one of the shops was being ripped out. I don't know what they're putting in there, but what he had, there was more than this, but I couldn't fit any more in the car. It was a load of kingspan. It's been slashed. Obviously, I don't know what they'd insulated with it, but it's to go round something, I mean. But you can put it flat, so, you know, that's got to be better than none, and it was free, like, you know what I mean. So hopefully there's enough there to do across there, and if there's any spare, you could put that round your filter, look. So there's an idea. If you want to insulate a filter or something, just slash your kingspan and make it into make it flexible. But yeah, I don't know what that stuff is on the back, that black stuff, but yeah, I'll tape all the joints up. I'll get some of that foil tape stuff from Screwfix once it's stuck onto the wall, and tape all the gaps up, like. But yeah, how about that for free? What a bonus. I don't know how much is there exactly, but there's a good few bits there that are all attached, so they'll all fold out. Load of pieces there, load of pieces there, so happy days. Happy days. Bit of skip diving, job's a good one. Right, so I've just chucked a board up there. It's not glued up or anything yet, it's just wedged in place, so these splits will close up quite well. But on the back of that black stuff, this stuff, it's like silver metal, like foil stuff on the back. You can just about make that out. So yeah, so it's like insulated both sides, and then you've got that. But what I'll do with this is, I mean, I could fill it. I mean, I could fill it with some, I don't know what we've got up here, but I don't want everything flying. I could fill it with some filler or something, but I probably won't even do that. What I'll probably do is, I'm knocking everything everywhere, this foil tape stuff, you know, that stuff from Screwfix, cheap it is on a roll, I'll just tape all these joints up, get them nice and snug, tape them up. Obviously I'll start from that side and I'll push it down, and then I'll tape up the joints, like, and that should be fine. I mean, it's got to be better than none anyway, eh? So I can't see that letting too much through. But yeah, how about that? Happy days. Right, I shall crack on. Cheers. Okay, right then. So we're going to get some of this insulation board up. I've put one up just to see how it sticks. This backing stuff's nice and smooth, just needs a dust off, and then it sticks quite well. I'll show you what I've been sticking it with. So yeah, I'll put the first one up. I'm just sticking it with whatever I've got at the moment, which is standard Tesco silicone, hard as nails, flexible filler, whatever. It don't really matter, like. I need to put some compression onto there. But yeah, so I'll put this first one up, and if we can come back slightly. So yeah, that's stuck on okay. But the only problem I'm going to have is I've put the filters right close to there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to stuff some small pieces of polystyrene insulation behind there, and then if you can see, I'll trim that bit there. I'm going to come as close as I can with the insulation boards. I'm going to go right down to the floor, and then when I need to fix stuff to this wall, what I should do is I'll cut a little square out, screw a piece of wood to what would screw to this, put my control box on, and whatever else needs to go on here. The UV still isn't on the wall, so that's going to need to have a little plank of wood put in there. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this now. It's going to be awkward to do this bit, but I could just cut bits off anyway and stick them in, and fit it wherever I can, and I'll put some on the back of the door as well. So yeah, I mean, getting this insulation's kicked my arse into gear a bit really, because I still haven't done that door, I haven't done the windows. All I did was that door and left it. So yeah, let's get cracking. Right, so these are all the pieces we've got, except for the one that's stuck on there and the one that's there. So yeah, that should be plenty enough. Yeah, even if it's not, it's a bonus, it's free. So they're the more solid pieces there, and these are them flexible ones. But you know, it's got to be better than nothing. So right, like I've just showed you, we've got that one on there. That first one's going to be dark in here. I'll put the light on in a minute. So yeah, I've got the first one on now. and then with all the rest of them I've got to cut them to fit into all the spaces and everything. So yeah, let's get cracking with that. I'm just going to move some stuff out of here so I've got some room to move, and yeah, we'll get cracking. I'll be back in a minute. Right, let's try filming on wide angle, or whatever it's called, so you can see more of what I'm doing. Yeah, so I've got the second piece in now. Obviously you might have noticed, but because I didn't have the right length screws, I only put them in halfway, so I might go and chop them off with a grinder. Because look, you see that, it's pushing it out slightly there, so I might chop all them off. But yeah, that's that one in now. The only problem is, like I said, I can't get it behind there, so I've got some little bits of polystyrene and stuff knocking about that I'll wedge behind there. Failing that, I'll just squirt some expanding foam in, but this one's not fixed, it's just slid down there. I've got to glue that one on in a sec. So yeah, we're cracking right on. So once that's that's stuck up there, I'll cut a little piece to put in there and patch it all up, and we'll move from there. So yeah, that's that bit in now. I'm going to measure this gap up now and get the next piece. At least I can, with the rest of the filters, I can get right down. It's only this first one that's back against there too close. So right, let's get measuring and let's get cutting. Cheers. Walking past now, I have just vacked this corner out, but look at all that still down there. And if you can see that blanket weed, let's try and get it to focus. So yeah, I haven't been able to get any resolve or anything yet. I'll get it as soon as I've got some money too, but yeah, these are all hungry as ever. It's a shame about the blanket weed because it would be absolutely sparkling. There's loads of particles in the water. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, because I've had to take my floss out obviously because the bits of blanket weed are just snarling it up. So, but yeah, everything's good, so let's get cracking on with this. Right then, got a few more bits on. It's obviously going to be really patchy. One, because they're offcuts, and two, it's me doing it. So yeah, but I'm not bothered, because what I saw in B&Q was it's like some really thin black polycarb stuff, like the stuff that for sale signs are made out of. So once this is all on, I'm just going to put that across it like so. Yeah, well, it's got to be better than none. I could fill all them little gaps with foam or something like that, like, you know what I mean. But these go right down. I've got to put a piece in there. Move down here, you can see a bit better. So yeah, they go right down. I've got to cut a bit out for the return and move the airlines, but yeah, happy days. So I'm going to measure this one and get it cut. Back in a minute. Okay, so that's where we're up to so far. Still got to do this section down here. It looks really messy, but like I said, I'll cover it with a sheet of that really thin polycarbonate stuff, whatever it is. And you'll never see this then. It'll give it an extra layer of insulation. Come all down here, all down there, all down there, all down there, and then we're going to fill this gap, fill the top one, and then go across there. I know I should have put a bit more glue on that. It's coming out in the middle slightly, but yeah, that's no worries. That black stuff that's on the back of some of these, the slashed ones have got that black stuff on. And the bits that are in the sun, it sort of like draws the heat in and pushes it into the insulation, I think. So, well, whatever it is, it's bonus. So yeah, a few more bits of patching to do, and then that's this one wall done. Still got a few bits left as well, so hopefully there's enough to go around the fry tank, because that'll be a bonus, like. But yeah, happy days. Right, I shall crack on. Right, that's most of that back wall done now. Just got to get this little bit done. So yeah, look, I know it's messy and everything, but you know, it'll do the job hopefully. I'll put these couple of dodgy braces on here. They're only there just to keep this one on, like, stop it sliding down, because there is a bit of a gap there. But yeah, that's all that filled in now. So we're going to do that last bit, and then I want to crack on with this door tomorrow. I'm going to get this, I'm going to have to put a little bit more support there, and yeah, I want to get this door done because it's been too long as it is. So yeah, it's already, I'm probably mentally, but it already feels warmer in here, soft as it sounds like. But yeah, I don't think I'll need any on the roof because that's big thick wood. So once I get this, I still need to get this done properly, but yeah, I'll whack some insulation on there and it should be quite snug in here, so I shouldn't lose too much heat through my filters in the winter. And then hopefully I can get enough money together to get some massive pieces of polycarb to make me a winter cover. But it needs to come off and be able to go up the back of the shed, like, so I've got nowhere else to put it. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Ignore the bracing. Ah, yes, I need to do that one as well, but yeah, that's that. So, right, I'll do them other two bits, I will show you that, and then I'm going to crack on with the door tomorrow, because I want to get it done. So, right, I'll be back soon. Cheers. Right, okay, so yeah, these braces are going to come off soon, because that's nearly dry, but we've got all that done. This is all going to be covered, remember, so you won't see any of this. Put it all in there, all down and round the return, down there, all up there. Got to fill in some gaps there, and there's a little gap just at the bottom where the light's coming through. And then we've got this piece here, and then round there. I need to glue that in a second, because that's just been cut and wedged in, so I'm going to glue that in a minute. But yeah, so that's it for that wall anyway. So that should really help, right? So I don't know if I'm going to put this in one video and then cracking on with the door and the windows and that in another video. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look what footage I've got like, but yeah, happy days. That's one wall all done. That should help big time. And then once the doors are on and the back of the doors are insulated in that light recess there, that should be quite warm. So yeah, I'm happy, really happy with that. Brilliant. Right then, I'm going to go and crack on, and I'll speak to you soon. Right then guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Tomorrow I'm going to crack on with doing the door on the filter house, because I really want to get that done ready for winter. Now it's insulated on, well, on the one side anyway, so I'll get the door on, get the doors insulated, get them little windows in, and then we should be alright for the winter. And then in a couple of weeks or whatever, it's going to be time to think about making the budget pond cover Mark III. So yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.